two, one.
If you're up on stereo, feeling all days to come to two side on Tuesdays and Thursdays, chilling out, maxing, relaxing and smoking, joking with the boo. Oh yeah, I'm toking. Okay, that's all I got.
John, I'm the boo.
Woo! Oh God. Yes. That is correct, John. John, are you there? John, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh God. Horrible.
All right. Come on. Where are you? Hey, buddy.
Wait, where are you? Hey, pal.
Where are you?
Where'd you? Oh, wait.
Are you here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
wait,
great.
there you are.
Hey.
Hey.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
For those who are not watching us live on the YouTubes in the first couple seconds, which is a rare case because everyone obviously jumps on right away. My boy Pete, can you tell the people at home just listening to us what's happening right now? What am I reacting?
John, there's nothing to talk about. I don't know what you're... It's crazy town, John. We're just a couple of guys doing a podcast. That's all we do. We're just a couple of guys doing the Lord's work on a Tuesday, man. That's all it is.
All right, brother. Hey, pop that back as I recover.
I don't know how you live like this, man. Button police are calling.
It's telling. It's really telling that y'all are always on my mind. Because when the news broke about J.D. Vance, did I think to myself, wow, that's really disgusting. That is kind of a hillbilly thing to do. No, I thought about this community. He fucked up our jokes. Right. Happy International Friends Day, everyone. Dub, news love everyone. Mona Lisa. I was privy to her show. Good shit. I hope everyone's having a great night.
Hell yeah. Good to hear your voice. Good to see you. I'm just saying. You know what? Fucking, they took our jobs. They took our jokes. They took our jobs. Fucking J.D. Vance.
Well,
cheers, everybody.
Cheers to Happy International Friendship Day and to the community and the foundation. Cheers.
Yeah. Fuck your couch in general, everybody. Woo!
All right, pop it.
Ooh.
What? How y'all doing out?
Hi, man.
Somebody's out. Hope you're having a great night. So yes.
Man. Good to see you, Cunty. Good to see you. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Dude.
Well, you're here just in time.
Always a pleasure.
You're here just in time. Shit's about to get weird, man. So, folks, welcome to the goddamn party. Welcome, everybody out there in the YouTube land. Welcome. Just welcome. If you're listening to us on the stereo streets, you can click that link above our heads and follow us on the YouTubes, where you will see just the travesties that are taking place in real time. You guys like seeing a car accident? You guys want to see a dead body? Click that link. No, that's horrible. All right, bud.
Well. Speaking of horrible, well, howdy.
Speaking. All right, here we go. All right. Okay. Something about that song when you're wearing their uniform, it sounds a lot better. It breezes through. It's like an island song. Really good, John. I see the draw.
I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete, finally getting it out here in Southern California.
And you're listening to Two Sided, a live recorded podcast where each week I challenge Pete with a bit of the two sides of life, the fun and the serious.
That's right, John. I think we're on the same page finally. The you and the me, finally together in harmony. I don't see two sides to the coin, John. I don't see a wrong, a right, a yes and a no, a give and a take, an ebb and a flow, John, a push and a pull, a yin and yang. John, I don't see that kind of thing. It's a bit arcane. I see what I like to consider a movement, just a concerted effort between two like-minded individuals with a keen style sense and a hate for fucking buttons, John. That's what I see.
Well, coming to the light with this paisley plaid button down that's buttoned all the way down. My boy Pete, with all that in mind, how you feeling?
I'm feeling grand, John. I'm feeling just right. It's springtime, and I'm as happy as a little girl, John. The world is my oyster, and I'm no longer allergic to shellfish. Everything's coming up motherfucking roses.
Would you say it's the podcast that cured you of that allergy?
I would, John. I mean, you have to be. It's granted, it was more like a horrible therapy, like a immersion therapy, where it's like you're totally desensitized. You're put into the room in a dark room with snakes and scorpions because those are your greatest fears, and all of a sudden you're cured, and horrible traumatic scars last. So, John, yeah, I feel like the end, it all worked out.
Well, as long as we're working it all out, I think we need to bring in someone else because it's time for our first lightning round.
It's time to get down. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Woo. What's up, John L. Peacock? What's up, my boy Pete?
What up, lightning round guy? How you doing, brother?
Oh, man, it's been a great week. Yeah, just living the dream, trying to stay cool. Ain't been working too well. How you doing, John?
Also trying to stay cool. It's a little humid out here, so it's an ebb and a flow, a give and a take, a push and a pull. It's hard. It's hard.
I've heard about that. Seems like everybody struggles with those two sides of life, John. Well, that's about my time.
Lightning round guy, ladies and gentlemen. Lightning round guy. Give him another hand. Give him another round.
So dumb. So motherfucking dumb.
Well, anyone knows that the first lightning round of the episode is always a standard Q&A. My boy Pete, are you ready for the questions?
John, I am ready to answer some questions. It's about time someone listens. Fucking for once. All right.
My boy Pete, the first question is, why is stand-up comedy so young? It's not about been around for a long time. So it's actually a rather newer form of comedic entertainment if we think of the comedy world. Why is it so young?
Because motherfuckers don't have a sense of humor anymore. No one can take a joke. Finally, they've eventually got it, and then we've lost it again. But we're slowly getting it back, John. It's an ebb and a flow, a push and a pull, and a give and a take. I don't know, but I think I might see a reoccurring theme setting up to be had here.
Second question, my boy Pete. Who are your favorite female comics out there?
Ooh, I like Taylor Tomlinson.
Mm-hmm.
I like Hannah Gadsby. That's a controversial one. A lot of people give me shit for that. I'll defend it. Like people on the fucking spectrum can be funny too. You don't have to be mainstream.
Jeff Jeffries.
You can be. What's that?
Jeff Jeffries. I mean, that's not female, but on the spectrum.
Jeff Jeffries.
Isn't that his name? The Australian?
Jim Jeffries. But no.
Jim Jeffries. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but he's a little more. He's not on. I mean, he's on the spectrum. He says he doesn't have filters, but he's not uncomfortable. Like he can go and drink and party, and you won't know. You just think he's a drunk asshole.
So Hannah Gadsby, Taylor Tomlinson.
Honestly, Roseanne Barr is pretty good. She's pretty funny.
Has she come out with new stuff, or are you talking about her old?
She's been on podcasts. Like she's She hasn't come out with new sets. Like, I don't know if she does real stand-up, but she's doing podcast bits. She was on Kill Tony. She's been guest star in something. I saw a meme that said, who would have thought in this day and age that Roseanne Barr would be the hot one and Madonna would be the one who looks this fucked up?
Let's move on. Third question, my boy Pete. You mentioned her first, so great follow-up question. Thoughts on Taylor Tomlinson being the first host of a late night show?
It's good. The first female host of a late night.
Yes, sorry. How did that get deleted? Some jerk has been in my file. Yes, first female host.
Well,
she's no Jack Benny,
good.
Right?
She's good, but she's not. I mean, it's kind of a shit show. The script is kind of canned. She's funny, but it's within parameters. It's like it's almost set up like that How Ridiculous show, where the show. Yeah, it's very. Have you seen it? It's good.
I know. I've seen a monologue. That's it. Just a clip.
Yeah, it's like her monologues are okay, but she's reined in a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And honestly, to come in it's not reined in. You're relying on the staff of writers because you're doing so much content. You have to rely you have to write a 5-minute bit every day. Crazy town. Yeah.
Final question, my boy Pete. Who are some early female pioneers of stand-up comedy?
Joan Rivers, Gilda Radner, that early, and then later on you have like Whoopi Goldberg still running that time later on. I know I'm missing as far as stand-ups. Joan Collins.
Yeah.
She was fucking hilarious. She was great.
Yeah. What Gilda, I don't know if I've said this on the show, but the famous quote by John Belushi, who is very misogynistic, he said, women don't belong in comedy. They're not funny. Well, except for Gilda.
And that could be funny, or that could be a compliment, or that could be a dig at her. Like, you never know. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Question mark? Backhanded comment? We got a couple of packets, and let's jump into our first segment.
Giddy up.
Stop telling people that, man. Just be like, well, the snake is a long cousin to the frog. Or don't do that. Don't stop. No, you need to stop doing that.
Get it?
Again,
with you.
Okay, my boy Pete. I mean, I know that you're being ironic in the extreme when you say that you can defend that Hannah Gadsby, but I mean, just you are kidding, right?
See, there's moments of, it's like going and having dinner with John L. Peacock. It's funny. There's funny things about it. Is it classically funny? No. Will you snicker uncomfortably? It's like an unexpectedly hilarious TED Talk. We've all learned something, haven't we? I don't know.
I concur. People on the spectrum can be funny. I'm on the spectrum and I'm fucking hilarious. Sometimes.
See, I agree. Ain't that right, Joan?
That's 100% correct, my friend.
Well,
do a little shot.
You got any more?
Little shot.
Yeah. Little touch up.
Little transition shot, as I like to call it.
Yeah. Little thinking juice. Now you give me a little thinking room.
Let's do this. Pop that one more, and then I'm going to jump into the segment.
Okay, here we go.
Cheers, everybody.
Bink.
Hey, you're welcome for listening. All right, you decide one or two. Do it.
That's a good point, Pete. From a certain perspective, crib death can be funny too. Guess I just hadn't thought of it like that.
Right? I'm just saying. A good Sid story fucking kills. All right, too soon.
So MFA, oh shit, what's going on, girl? John, Pete, I'm sorry, I was late. I had other things going on, and I said, fuck, it's 14 after. I'm here now, though. What up, John? What up, Pete?
What up, Fox? How you doing, man? How you doing? Saw that party you threw, fucking Foxy Lady. And you got to do all. Yeah, your invitations are great. Always thinking fantastic.
How you doing? Been a hot second, fella. What's crack-a-lacking in the desert, bro? I don't know. Is it bro? Is it bro? I don't fucking know. How you doing?
All this talk about being on the spectrum and being funny, I'm feeling a bit left out. So maybe I go onto eBay. Maybe I make a purchase of a games console from the 80s. I think it's the 80s. And then I'll be on the spectrum and we'll find out if I'm funny. What about them fuckers?
There you go. Fucking 32 bits of fucking spectrum action.
I think it was only 8 bits back in the 80s. Maybe 16 with the Sega Genesis.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's a big step up.
With the Mindfox, we heard there was a recent birthday in the house. Foxy Lady, happy belated, happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday. Looks like a bomb party. I saw the invite on Instagram.
Yeah.
I love that. Open invites. Fucking, in my mind, I picture a goddamn rager in the desert. Anything get lit on fire? Everyone okay? Fuck yeah. That's a party. It's a goddamn party.
All right, because it's someone new, someone we love, we'll pop that last one, and then I'm cutting it.
Okay.
What up, John? What up, Pete? Two-sided podcast Tuesday is my favorite night. Woo-woo! Love you guys.
Love yous. How you doing? Let's go.
Alex. And let's go. We've listened to. We just said a happy birthday to a funny lady. A couple of funny ladies have just chimed in because we're going to talk about one of the funniest people of the 20th century and beyond. My boy, we're going to talk about the life and works of Joan Rivers.
Nice. Okay.
You usually have something.
No, I'm just thinking. I'm like, how is it all we go? How hard are we going? I mean, I'll go hard at Melissa right now. Daughter was a mess.
Yeah. Yeah. I provide the info. You provide the color. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a social commentary, guys. I'm going to give you a little background of what was going on. I had boots on the street. I know these fucking things.
All right, this is to start from PBS as a pioneer in television. Quote, Joan Rivers struck into the comedy scene in the 1960s with a sharp tongue and tough as nail. This is a weird phrasing. I don't know why they did this. With a sharp tongue and tough as nails style and nails. Rivers threw out the nice girl rules and established her own. Screw kindness.
Yeah, no, she was. Was she that way straight off the bat? Because I only saw her when she was, on Johnny Carson, her early stuff, and she was already established. So I don't know was she always that brash? Always the
there was a bit of a shift. She started out pretty brash, but there is something that happens in her life that she's like, F it. Which is actually, this is a quote from her, screw kindness. You have to tell the truth. That's what comedy is all about, says Rivers, whose jokes were often at her own expense as she shared one self-deprecating personal anecdote after another with her audiences.
Hell yeah. Well, and it's also a good fucking form of therapy, man. If you talk about things that happen to you and you put a different spin on them, yeah, you're the butt of the joke, but at the same time, you're getting to unload all of that fucking traumatic shit on a fucking paying audience. I don't have to pay for you. This is great. Fucking great.
Well, and before comics like her in the late 50s to early 60s that shifted the comedy, stand-up comedy into what we know today, which is not, take my wife, please. I just flew here from Chicago, and boy, are my arms tired. And just like one stupid punchline joke after another. It's now into these anecdotes, and she's one of the earliest pioneers overall, and especially female pioneers of this new form that has kind of established itself into what we now know as stand-up comedy.
Yeah, the anecdotes, the storytelling, because it's the everyday aspect that, oh, it's you could see this happening to yourself in the store, at dinner, with your husband, at the club, all the different things she's talking about.
Right. And it's not just this disembodied setup and punchline shtick.
Right. How old was she when she started?
So it's 60s, late 20s.
Okay.
But that's and I'm going to skip that. She started off as a serious actress on Broadway, so that's why she was a little bit later instead of like early 20s, mid 20s, right? And quickly moved into stand-up comedy, making her rounds in the New York City comedy clubs. By 65, she appeared on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, a little bit more established, and led to hosting one of the first syndicated shows on daytime TV, that show with Joan Rivers in 1968.
Okay, I didn't know that. She had one in 68. Did that last long?
Not very long.
None of her shit was very long.
Right. Yeah. Her night one didn't last. Her day one didn't last too long, because she was the first, and so people didn't know what to do with her.
It'll happen.
Yeah. So being influenced by both Letty Bruce and even like Bob Newhart of the late 50s. She represented this new direction in comedy. She was totally irreverent, didn't care about anything except the audience in front of her. Her jokes were frank, addressing things people were thinking but didn't dare to say out loud.
I like her because she says what's on her mind.
I hate her because she says what's on her mind, says another person right next to you.
God damn it. She's got upper management written all over
her. This mainstay at the talk show world, Rivers also had projects including writing and directing the film Rabbit Test, producing a Grammy-nominated comedy album, and writing several best-selling books. In 1990, she won both an Emmy for Outstanding Talk Show Host and earned a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 94. Then she was back to Broadway, started a comedic play she co-wrote, Sally Marr, ... and Her Escorts, and earned a Tony nomination for her performance.
I didn't know that. And she wrote it, and directed it, and starred in it.
That one she only co-wrote. She didn't direct it, but she did star in it. Yeah.
Okay. Good for her, man.
Yeah.
I find that very egotistical when people do that.
When they write, direct, and star, that's the triumvirate of egotism, for sure.
Don't worry, I'll talk to the director. Ooh, wait, that's me.
I'll see if we could change that line with the playwright. Ooh, wait, that's me.
Here, I made some notes. Your scene is cut. Also, I'm doing full frontal.
It's a solo show now.
Yeah. Sorry, I need a slow, steady one cam shot.
Okay, so that was her. That was the PBS quote. She's the daughter of Russian Jewish immigrants. Um, Originally, Joan Alexandra Molinsky was born on June 8th of 1933. She's a Gemini in Brooklyn, New York. Youngest of two daughters, and her father was a doctor who had a great sense of humor. And the Molinsky family eventually moved to Larchmont, suburb of New York City.
The old Molinskys. Ah, shit, there goes the neighborhood. We said to come to Larchmont, you said. It'd be quiet, you said. Then the Molinskys come to town. Holy shit. There goes Larchmont.
Okay, this is a troop that you know across the U.S. There's only a couple of them.
The Marines.
After graduating from Barnard College, Rivers joined in 1961. What comedy troupe? Where'd she go?
Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus. The Big Top, baby.
Think a little smaller and maybe multiple.
Carnivals? Cardi? Sideshows? No.
Comedy.
Oh, comedy. Okay. And what? Back in that time, so I don't know.
61
troop from back then. I don't know.
Chicago.
Oh, I love that band. Did she meet Peter Cetera?
In the city of Chicago, she joined the
Groundlings.
You know, that's LA. You know, it's Second City, bro. Come on.
Yep, Pride Citizens Brigade.
That's right. Yeah, you see nothing. Okay.
Salvation Army.
She also performed in nightclubs out there. Her big break came in '65 when she was a guest on Johnny Carson's Tonight Show. Her popular performance led to numerous return visits, and from '83 to '86, she was a frequent guest host on the show. During that time, Rivers also was a headliner in Las Vegas and a sought-after guest on other TV shows.
Yeah, at that time, she was one of the people on the circuit, like her, Robin Williams, fucking whoever the fucking Steve guy who always handled the birds and the jaguars and shit, brought all the animals out to all the talk shows. Remember that guy? It's the same guy.
Yeah. Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. There you go. That's Billy Crystal. I think. Yep. Yeah. Big on the circuit.
Right. So though expected to succeed, supersede, whatever. Rivers was lured by Rupert Murdoch, who had just purchased Fox TV channel, to host a short-lived late-night show starring the Late Show starring Joan Rivers from '86 to '87. Lasted one season.
Oof! Horrible, bro.
That move. So 3 months after she was fired from that short-lived show, Rivers' husband, TV producer Edgar Rosenberg, died by suicide.
Yikes. That's unfortunate.
It's super unfortunate. But it did lead to another shift and reinvention.
A lot of free time. A lot of free time on her hands.
Well, she reinvented herself as a writer, producer, entrepreneur, and launched a TV talk show, The Joan Rivers Show. That lasted '89 to '93. And a radio program from '97 to '02. Her and her daughter Melissa became a fixture on E! Entertainment, interviewing celebrities, talking about their fashion. Started to become a guru in the fashion world. And Joan and Melissa, Joan knows best? ? Was another reality program that her and her daughter were on for a while.
Well, John, I think it's a great time. Stop, John. Who are you wearing this evening?
This is the Saguaro line of Rivers and Sun. It's nothing connected to Joan Rivers. No, it's just Rivers and Sun. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. You look great.
Who are
Have
you
a great
wearing?
evening. Oh, I'm wearing Lines of Pastel from Pastels. Ooh, our lights are oh so pastel. The tag is really big. It's kind of scratchy, but it comes with no buttons. That was, I'm like, sign me up. Don't even put them in the same room. I'll know. Thanks for asking. Anyway, good luck tonight. I hope you win awards.
Yeah. Have a great night, no matter what.
Yeah, you too. Good luck out there.
So Joan Rivers' work blew open the barriers to women in comedy. It took her 7 years to land the guest appearance on The Tonight Show, but she would eventually feel right at home there. She, as I said, frequently filled in for Johnny through the 80s. Despite earning esteem of both Carson and the network, Rivers thinks she won the position because her gender meant she wasn't a threat to replace Carson, being the guest host so many times. It was her and Bob Newhart who really guest hosted the most of Carson's Tonight Show.
Really? Okay. But was he not threatened by Bob Newhart?
Well, I mean, who is threatened by Bob Newhart?
It's true. It's Bob Newhart.
He's a good listener.
Great back rubs too.
Soothing voice.
Gentle lover.
Quote, NBC would never give it the host spot to a woman. Very smart. It was no competition for him, in her blunt assessment. When Rivers landed her own late night show in '86 that ran the same time as Carson's, he broke off their friendship and never spoke to her again. And that's when it got to Leno in the early 90s.
Those old guys defending their territory, John.
Mm-hmm.
Great fun, but don't want to cross them.
He was just considering.
John, reminds me of the time that. John, would you like to hear a story?
Sure, I'd like to hear a story, my boy Pete.
It's a story about two consenting adults, John.
So far, so good.
And one unconsenting group of monkeys in the ape exhibit at the zoo. They did not want to see what was happening, John. Anyway. No. I digress. Don't know where that came from. There was something there.
In August of 2014, Rivers underwent surgery on her vocal cords in New York Medical Clinic. She stopped breathing while during the procedure and was rushed to New York Mount Sinai. She went into cardiac arrest, was placed in a medically induced coma on life support, and on September 1st, it was reported that Rivers was slowly being taken out of the coma. Her daughter, Melissa Rivers, released a statement to the hospital thanking, quote, everyone for the overwhelming love and support for her mother. And she finally, once again from PBS to finish this up, Joan Rivers passed away on September 4th, 2014 in New York City. With her trademark sass, biting wit, and underlying compassion, Miss Rivers will forever be recognized as one of America's hardest working and most admired first ladies of comedy.
Yeah, she was pretty awesome. She was pretty awesome.
What I didn't put in there, but what we can talk about, because I believe you've seen at least one or both, is there are two shows, one that just ended, not being canceled, but just did its run, and the other one that's still going, renewed for a fourth season, that are roughly in one form or another based off the life of Joan Rivers.
Do tell me more.
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and
Okay.
Hacks.
Okay. I know Hacks won awards and shit, but I couldn't even make it through the first season. Like, it's good, but or maybe I made it through the first season, but it got kind of like, I don't know. It was good, but
Well, that was kind of a modern, looking at what could have been. Let's go back to more of kind of parallels to her life. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, even in the time frame of when she
Yeah.
was a rising comic, right? Even with the
Yeah.
Lenny Bruce connection, because Lenny Bruce was a huge influence on her.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's great. I do love that show, and it is, people get tired of it, but it is it's fantastic. It's just like the tenacity and what you're willing to do, what you have to do, the friends you make, the enemies you make, the lines you cross, the lines you won't cross.
The mistakes you make, the double downs that you make after those mistakes. Yeah.
Right? 100%. It's a lot like the podcasting game, John. It's a mean world out there. Goddamn fucking wasteland. Trying to make it on our own. Ain't that right, Kimo-sabe?
That's right, buddy. That's right.
Fair. All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
We got a couple of packets of pop.
All right, we got all the people that everybody.
And we got all the people that everybody. Thank you out there.
We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time on Wednesdays if you're across the pond, 4 a.m. Yeah, everybody on the stereo streets, you can click that link above our heads if you want to see us on the YouTube. And everybody out there, Mona Lisa was not impressed by the gentle lover. Like, that was not a good thing. We got August out there impressed by the zoo, and Mona's got them Skittles going fire, baby. Taste that rainbow. All right. Oh shit, we got the birthday girl herself. What up, Foxy?
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's been a long time. Oh my god, I've even gotten a year more experience since the last time I saw you.
Yep.
I hope y'all are doing good, you on the panel and you in the listening section. Good to see you.
Hell yeah, good to see you, girl.
Guys, my God.
What is happening?
Foxy lady, happy birthday. Happy birthday, darling. Just checking in. Just woke up. Didn't set my alarm again because I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, I'm here now for a little bit. Go swimming. Get me. Okay, bye.
Good morning, sunshine. Time for the morning swim. That sounds like a great way to start the day.
John, come on, man. We know what happened. Me and Pete both know what happened. I think too, though. Joan Rivers was killed for calling Obama a fag. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, being gay, that is. But
yeah, she did it.
That's it. 2 days. She was.
Yep.
What? Yep. I just saw her on TV. She was on TMZ talking shit about the Obamas.
Yep.
She was, yeah.
I'm saying.
On TV. So. Checks out.
It all checks all the boxes, John. See him, Obama over there fucking dragging on a Newport. The fuck did that picture say?
The Marvelous Miss Maisel is a fantastic show. While I do absolutely love her character, my favorite from that series is Tony Shalhoub as her dad. He's this bumbling Einstein kind of character. I just absolutely fucking adore him.
Yeah.
He's just great. I love Tony Shalhoub. He's been great in everything I've ever seen him in.
He is amazing. John and I actually saw him live in a play that was fucking fantastic.
Happy belated birthday, beautiful. How's it feel to acquire another year's worth of knowledge? I mean, I don't know. Happy birthday, babe.
Yeah.
You know, I bartended at a party where Tony Shalhoub was at, and they were talking about Mrs. Maisel, and you could see he put so much into his character. His publishers were all, "We love the show. We hope it goes on forever." Oh, it's the last season. No, no, it should go on forever. He's like, no, it's kind of killing me. Uh, you know, he didn't say it like he hated it. He just was like, it's draining him so much. But a little later, I want to give a shout out to one of Shalhoub's best pieces. I was giving him a drink, and I said, Mr. Shalhoub, I normally don't do this, but I got to say, Galaxy Quest, one of my favorites. And he turns around with a little giggle on his face and says, mine too.
So good. So good. So good. I once broke into a house that Tony Shalhoub vacationed in the summertime.
He told me about that.
Yeah, we both have connections to Tony Shalhoub. Crazy, isn't it? Small world, John. Small world.
Well, speaking of small world, we're going to play all the messages that come in from now on just a little bit later, but not right now because we got just a little bit more of the show, especially because we're leading to our next lightning round.
And round. It's time to get down. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah. Woo! What's up, John L. Beaker? What's up, my boy Pete?
What up,
How you
lightning
doing,
round guy?
man?
I'm all right, dude. Are you lowering your voice a little bit? Are you what's going on? Something's happening.
Yeah, well, it's been a hard road, and I've been taking diction lessons. And they say that if you want to last, you got to take it down. It's also good for the blood pressure, but I don't believe them, baby, because sometimes I get excited. Woo! You know what I'm talking about?
I do. You don't want to end up like Meatloaf, you know?
Yeah. Or Tiger Woods.
Or Tiger. Anyway, lightning round guy, you want to do a shot? You know, we rarely ever do
I
this.
shouldn't. I never drink, but yes, here we go. Let's do it. Come
Cheers.
on, you do yours. I'll do two of these. Here we go. Woo!
Mm. Oh. All right, lightning round guy. We'll see you in the green room, buddy.
All right. Do you want a huffity paint before we go? No? You good?
Good, good, good.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Thanks for the shot. I'll be. Bye.
Bye.
Look what you've done. He was on the wagon, man. He was on the wagon. You're fucking shit up.
Oh, really? He had been doing it for a bit? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Always assume, John, we're a sober house over here. I run a pretty goddamn tight ship. You got to get up pretty early in the morning to hide your drinking from me.
And I do.
I know. You stay up late. Not the same thing.
My boy Pete, this lightning round segment is one of your favorites and mine, and I believe our audience as well. My boy Pete, it's movie summaries and reviews.
Oh, this is a good one, guys. This is where John's going to give a title of a movie, a real movie that exists. I'm going to tell you a summary of it and to tell you if I recommend it or not. And there's going to be 4 or 5, and then you at the end will get to decide, have I seen it or have I not seen it? And I'm telling you right now, I've seen just about everything, and I always win. So don't even fucking try. I mean, but try, but don't get your hopes up. Like don't fucking bet the farm. You know what I mean? Like don't kick yourself when you lose, because you're gonna lose. But enough of that. You guys want to play a game? Hey guys, want to play a game? I can't hear you. Hey fuckers, you want to play a game? All right, John, I think they're in. Let's go.
My boy Pete, this first one is kind of a gimme, but I love it so much. My boy Pete, we're going to talk about you're going to talk about the 1984 classic, The Muppets Take Manhattan.
Oh, dude, Muppets Take Manhattan. Muppets are actually on their way to Manhattan to do a show, and they're being chased by a mad scientist who is actually going to turn their brains into guacamole when he takes them and does experiments. That's one of their things, the mad scientist. But he's also does their frog legs as they're trying to go across town. So Professor Hopper's something, so he's after Kermit's legs, and he's going to turn his brains into guacamole. And the whole thing is he's after them, and they're on the run, and they make it and save the show. It's a good one. Muppets Take Manhattan. It's not as good as the Great Muppet Caper, John, which is when they do a big diamond heist, and that's where Mission Impossible first got it totally ripped it off. Anyway, great show. Would I recommend it?
Yeah, yes. What would you? Yeah.
Yes,
as a side note, and this is not part of the game, but it comes up. You beg the question. My boy Pete, what is your favorite Muppet movie?
My favorite Muppet movie is Muppet Treasure Island.
That is 100% correct.
100%. Muppet Christmas Carol is pretty good, but only at the holidays.
Yeah, shout out to it. The Dickens Society has actually deemed that the best movie adaptation of every Christmas Carol.
Did you see the Saving Private Kermit? It's a Muppet version of Saving Private Ryan.
No, I did not. Oh, I'm not aware of that.
It's very aggressive. Stuffing is everywhere. It's very graphic, John.
First 5 minutes, especially.
Yeah. A lot of Muppets were hurt during the making of this film. Holy shit. A lot of Muppets. That's what rolls up at the top. It's a nightmare. I tell you, every time I see a Muppet now, I say thank you for your service.
Makes sense. My boy Pete, next movie. This is another gimme. My boy Pete. This is the 1987 comedy classic Spaceballs.
Hell yeah, John. Spaceballs. It's basically a loose takeoff of Star Wars, but he goes to another planet because the Spaceballs are invading. It's the Empire, and they're coming to take the oxygen from the Druidians, and only the king can save him. Turns out he's the king, and so he does the thing, marries the thing, blows up the Spaceballs because he has the Schwartzes with him. Great movie. John Candy, Mel Brooks, Bill Pullman Paxton. It's one of the guys. He's dead now. He was the president once. He was the president. Today is our Independence Day. That guy. He's dead. He was the guy. Anyway, great movie. Highly recommend it.
I can't help you with any of these movies, obviously, but since you said Independence Day, the president of the first movie of Independence Day was Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman, he's dead. He was in Spaceballs.
Thanks. I would be. This is the 1989 classic, which I think I got you on this one. Look Who's Talking.
Oh, John, don't waste my time. Not to be confused with the all who look over, don't Look Who's Talking 2. This is where Look Who's Talking, where there's a baby who's born, and the baby can actually have internal thoughts and talk. So it's like the original Stewie Griffin, but no one can hear him. And it is voiced by Bruce Willis. And he's a big fan of breastfeeding. Every time he sees big boobs, he wants milk. It's cute. It's heartwarming. Would I recommend it? No. But it's good to see Bruce Willis back when he was doing fine work. Not the AI version these days.
Final movie, my boy Pete. We're jumping ahead a couple of decades. This is the 2009 soon-to-be classic, I'm sure. The 2009 soon-to-be classic, The Hipsters.
The Hipsters. Oh, the 2009 version.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a semi-horror culty movie where the gentrified kids come to town, but instead of them just being normal hipsters, being assholes, they're taking over and killing people in fucking weird ass ways. when they don't like and follow along with the trends. Like, so one of them rides a big fucking bike and has a handlebar mustache, fucking runs someone over with his big old wheel. Stupid. Another guy has like a shaving strap, and you think he's going to get his knife or his fucking throat cut, but no, he uses the shaving strap to choke him. Yeah, it's not good. I would not recommend it.
All right. Well, we'll give you. So the 4 movies, ladies and gentlemen, and I think I'm going to throw a quick spin on this. I'm going to say the 4 movies in just a second, but my boy Pete, if you'd like, we can have a spin on it, where you tell people, if any, how many movies you were lying about and you haven't seen, but you can also lie about that. If you say a number, they have to choose what movies you hadn't seen.
See, that's, I would just lie about everything. No, I haven't seen any of them.
So
none of that works. Well,
but they immediately win because unless they know for sure you are lying, then they will say that. They will just say all 4 movies and they still win.
Right, but then you don't understand that I have money riding on myself to lose because the bet is so far on me. John, the odds are in my favor. Once I clean house and all the money I spread to all the bookies around town, John, I'm blowing this popsicle stand, and I'll see you later, buddy. I'm heading to South America. All falling into my perfect plan. No, motherfucker. People, I'm already telling the truth or lying anyway.
All right.
I'm already lying or telling the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the truth all the time.
We're giving let's get 10 seconds to type into the YouTubes or send a message. The messages that are already there, if those were actual messages of guesses, which I don't believe so because they weren't at the end, you have to send it again. We'll give
no swear words.
A little oh, sorry. I have to, before the they get extra time because I didn't say the movies. So it's The Muppets Take Manhattan of 84, Spaceballs of 87, Look Who's Talking of 89, and The Hipsters of 2009. Has my boy Pete seen these movies or not?
Yep, right. It's true. It's all right. So John, what do you say? Let's see here. Nope. All right. John, looks like I fucking win again, baby.
You win by default. Let's go through it, my boy Pete. My boy Pete.
Mona Lisa thinks. Oh. Mona Lisa says all except the hipsters, because he was too cool to see it. Man. Fox says he's seen at least 3.
Wait, but not which one you haven't seen? Fox, would you like to augment your answer?
He don't play that game.
Muppets Take Manhattan, Spaceballs, Look Who's Talking, The Hipsters.
All right, John, start at the top.
I think we're at the end. Yeah, okay, that's it. All are locked in.
Blow your mind.
My boy Pete.
Yep.
The Muppets Take Manhattan of 84.
Yes, I have seen it, but I get it mixed up with Muppet Caper. That's why I threw that one in there too. But I'm pretty sure he was going for frog's legs. But I know for a fact they say turn your brains into guacamole because in one of them, because when I was a little kid, I was like way too young, and we'd all jump on my uncle and wrestle him and try and turn his brains into guacamole at like Christmas and Thanksgiving, like all the cousins. Like, so we couldn't have been more than like 5, 4, like attack. Yeah.
Yeah, the Caper is definitely before or after Muppets Take Manhattan. I think Manhattan's number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spaceballs?
Yes.
If you hadn't, it would have been very odd, right?
Just a Joan normal time. I've lied about it. I've actually never seen it. If I tell him now, he's gonna be fucking furious. I gotta keep up the charade.
I've read the clip notes. I know enough to get by.
I mean, I read
Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton. Yeah, he's the live one, right?
Yeah, I read the book, John. It's way better than the movie.
Hey, for anyone listening, YouTube, you want facts to be facts. Bill Pullman is the alive one. Bill Paxton is the not so alive one. There, I just wanted to throw that out so you don't do something rash, YouTube. Look Who's Talking, 1989.
Oh yeah, that was a fun one. I liked it as a kid, but I went back and watched it. Like, nope, nope,
Didn't
shit
hold up.
movie. No,
Who was
not
the
as good as
dad?
Three Men and I do not remember.
Sandy.
Oh yeah, Danny Zuko, or
That's
what's
right.
his? Yeah,
It was Danny Zuko.
Travolta, and fucking Kirstie Alley
That's right.
was the mom.
I'll give you that. All right, last one, The Hipsters, 2009.
No, I don't even know what that is. And as Mona Lisa so keenly pointed out, I'm way too cool to see that kind of shit. Drivel. Take your tight sweaters and your fucking black eye makeup and go somewhere else, motherfucker. I don't need your craft beer, your artisanal cheese. Give me fucking Natty Light and fucking stepped on weed, man.
All right, super secret bonus round that can help Pete take it all. One last question. My boy Pete, do you accept the super secret bonus round?
John, I wouldn't be a gambler if I said no, so I'm going to say yes.
My boy Pete, what do these movies all have in common?
Every one of them has someone who's dead.
No. Bill Pullman is still alive. Would you like me to go through the movies again?
It's Muppets Take Manhattan, Spaceballs, Look Who's Talking, and The Hipsters.
Yes.
They're all directed by Faye Dunaway. They all starred Johnny Depp.
Is Johnny Depp in Spaceballs?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out and seeing if you make a face. Am I getting closer? Could it be that there's nothing in common and you make bad correlations?
One more. I'm giving you one more. Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
You only get half credit for it. Still might eke you above everybody else, barely.
Okay, yeah.
There is an actor who is in all of them.
That's what I said.
Yes, but you have to name the person now. Think of the movies you know more.
Yeah. The Hipsters. Love the cast. Emmy Award winning. Tony. Fucking hits.
It was a movie.
Okay, so Bill Paxton.
Pullman.
No, he's dead. Let's not talk ill of the dead.
Allegedly.
John Candy. Mel Brooks.
Other major actors.
Tim Conway. Oh, fucking Joan Rivers. It's like pulling teeth.
All of them have Joan Rivers in them.
Joan Rivers she was a female baby. She was the voice of Dot. She was she was herself in Muppets Take Manhattan. Who was she in the Hipsters? Was she a fucking hipster?
She was the lead.
Huh.
Aging star, a movie actor director wants to make the big one before a certain age and has to deal with hipsters.
Something about her busting hips. And she goes to the hospital to the ward and meets all the people who had surgery. We call ourselves the hipsters.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to call this one a draw. So he's still not lost, but he got a draw.
Ain't found.
All right, let's do a shot and get into our next one.
All right, let's do it. Here we go, folks. Cheers, everybody. Bink,
Cheers.
bink, bink.
Look out. So we're going straight to our short. My boy Pete, tell him what the
nice.
short is.
Nice. Mona Lisa met fucking the fucking bleeps. You know, the bleeps. And the hips. And the sweets. You know, the guy who played Police Academy.
Oh, yeah. That's nothing. Yeah, that one.
That's fucking awesome. All right, the short. Here's where John reads a fucking. This is sad. John reads whatever he sees laying around. Could be the back of a cereal box. Could be a title of a book. Could be the back of a magazine. We just don't know. After he reads that, he's going to start a timer for 5 minutes that he's going to set to very loud and annoying ringtone that he won't turn off in time ever. And then we're going to discuss that as stupidly as humanly possible. Ain't that right, John?
That's essentially right. I think that you get the point. So before I start the timer, my boy Pete, the title is Let's Sit and Talk About the Weather. My boy Pete, are you ready?
Motherfucker. Yeah, John. I'm ready. Sometimes I just wonder about you. I just wonder where you get off. Who the fuck you think you are? Let's sit and talk about. Yeah, no. I'm gonna wait I'm gonna wait for 5 minutes. See where you go with this, John. Then I'll yell at you. Let's go. Yep, I'm ready.
And the dew point is the temperature at which water vapor in the air condenses into a liquid at the same rate liquid water vaporizes. In this state of equilibrium, the air's barometric pressure and moisture content volume remain constant. When air temperature drops below the dew point temperature, the aerosol water droplets condense into their liquid form, which is called dew.
You're an asshole.
So, when the air around a glass of cold water comes into contact with the glass, the air cools down and dew forms on the other side of the glass surface.
Oh, dew? Tell me more, John.
Humidity is the concentration of moisture content in the air at a given temperature and atmospheric pressure. Relative humidity is the ratio of the number of water vapors in a given volume of air to the maximum amount of water vapors in the same volume of air can hold. Generally, it is measured in percentage and is closely related to the dew point temperature. Now we get to the crux of it.
Fuck are we talking about? Yeah, it's humid, but it's a dry humid.
This is what it's all about. Differences between dew point and humidity. Before I go a little further, do you know what it is? Maybe you could sum it up for us if you actually know.
Dew point, it's how you look up the decimal system in the library. But they had to throw all those cards away because they got wet. They got moist because it was humid in there. See, and that, John, that'll get you 2 weeks. I own you 2 months. You mess with the bull boy, get the horns.
Although closely linked, dew point and humidity are different phenomena. Relative humidity, RH, of 100% can be achieved by cooling the air to its dew point at a constant temperature. However, the value of the dew point depends on humidity. When the air is more humid, the air's water content will condense at a higher temperature.
That's cool. And, it's like dogs and bees both can smell fear. It's like kind of the same information, John. I like these facts are good. Everybody write some of this shit down. It will help you. I don't know when, but fucking if it's moist outside, you'll be able to bore the shit out of everyone around you as you pull your umbrella out. It's not really that fucking humid. It's more of a dewy mist. I can tell you all about it, but I'm going to keep that info to myself.
Another way to tell the two apart is how they are measured. The dew point is an absolute measurement, while humidity is a percentage. Hence, the dew point is considered a more accurate way of measuring the moisture content and comfort of the air.
Yeah, I always worry about my air. Is it comfortable? Air, how are you doing? Air, can I get you anything? Put your fucking feet up, Air. Is it wet enough? Is it dry enough? How can I help you, Air? What is your fucking comfort level?
Additionally, and finally, humidity is dependent on the temperature of the air, while dew point is not. It is only possible to alter the humidity of a room by changing its temperature. When the dew point is the ideal control parameter, it is easier to control the environment's temperature and converse energy.
Yeah, that's right. Dew point don't give a shit. Dew point
So
do what it do.
conserve, a little backwards there, and conserve energy
Constrict energy.
for 2 months. I got you.
Yeah, I got you. No. Yes.
So, does Barry Manilow know you raid his wardrobe?
Get the answer to that next week, Mr. Bender.
I didn't know about this, and that's why I decided to do it for a short. Did you know the difference between dew point and humidity?
You know what, man? I'm not studying to be a fucking meteorologist. I go outside like, oh, it's fucking a dry heat or a wet heat or it's raining. I don't give a fuck how it gets here. I'm aware it's happening and I don't need to know anymore. John, I'm a realist. You want to figure out the whys of the world? It's people like you, John, that slow us down as a community. It's people like you, John, that the looky-loos needed to wander and figure everything out. What about us that are forging ahead? You're the kind of person that you hate in New York City who's taking pictures and stumbling around, pointing at shit. Get out the fucking way. I'm moving here. Yeah, John, that's me. I'm here to learn. I'm here to fucking explore. I don't need to figure it out before I get there. I got an umbrella and some galoshes and I'm ready to rock.
I'm not even sure why I gave it to you, but I just wanted to transition in some way.
Oh, yeah.
So let's do that transition shot that we're making so famous. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another time for the transition shot. Please transition with us if you'd like.
You don't identify as a transition shot doer. Just do a normal shot. Cheers.
Cheers.
Big.
Transition to final segment.
Oof, goddamn.
Because we're going to talk about Vice President Harris Part 2.
Here we go. Don't do it, John. Did you know that she's married to a man?
Mm-hmm.
He's the first vice husband. I believe he's called a husband in waiting.
Is it?
Isn't what they would? I mean, that's what they call him in medieval times.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When he's
Like
in the foyer in waiting.
Yeah. But I'm talking about at medieval times, the dinner theater in Anaheim, California, where they serve you meat and ale and you watch jousting.
Well, turns out, my boy Pete, Vice President Kamala Davy Harris is running for president of the United States as the second female presidential nominee and also the first Black and first Asian female presidential nominee.
Davy. Horrible.
It's spelled Debi, but I listened to a couple of audio clips of her saying it. So
She doesn't know how to say it.
her mother is from India, came out here at the age of 19, and her father's from Jamaica. So both immigrant parents, naturally born in California. Miss Davis.
Mom was a teacher. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Like literally, I think it was Mick Jagger. What else? What else? Sorry, go.
Oh, no. That's all I got for part 2.
Thank God. John, you make me so uncomfortable. You make me so uncomfortable. It's like it's the equivalent of putting me on a roller coaster that the harness kind of works. And it's a big straight up incline, but you see that there's no tracks on the other side, or they're rickety, or they're trying to build them as fast as they can, and you have no faith in the tracks. And it goes up, click, click, and you're like, all right, we're good. Everybody out. Oh shit, dude. Shit. Shit. Do you realize we almost died? Shit.
Have you ever seen The Rehearsal or Nathan For You?
Yes. Oh God.
I feel he's a genius at the art of uncomfortability.
100%, but I don't like it. It's one of those things that it makes me uncomfortable to watch that. Like some of it just it gives me the same feeling as watching people like climb mountains or like free climb or anything like on the sides of cliff. Like
right.
It makes my stomach turn. Like it just queasy. Goddamn.
Yeah. Well, speaking of queasy, the sources for this episode of Two Sided have been first segment PBS, Vanity Fair magazine, Biography, and Britannica. Second segment, Common Knowledge. And the short is purpleair.com. Purpleair.com.
Purple Air? Oh. I was .com. Purple Rain by Prince told me all I needed to know about humidity and dew points. Yeah, no, that's great, John. I'm glad you had your segments. That's good. I'm glad you did your research.
Do you have any research for this episode?
No. This, I'm already trying to find a through line. You've been trying to do through lines this whole time.
Well, now it's time for your favorite game and mine. My boy Pete, what's the through line?
All right. First segment was Joan Rivers. Second segment was
the short was
humidity and dew points.
Difference between the two, right? Then our serious
is Vice President Kamala. Okay.
Baby.
So horrible. So it's all about moisture. The fuck? It's even better that your screen has frozen, Sean. Because you look stoned as fuck. Yes, trauma is funny.
Before we get out of this episode, my boy Pete, is there anything from this episode you'd like to take a second glance at, a second look, a second thought, a second opinion? This is Pete's Retraction Corner.
No, John. This one, no, this one's fine. This one, everything's fine, folks. Nothing to see here. Move along, single file. Everybody be to the green room. This too shall pass. This too shall pass.
All right. Obviously, I'm going to do my little outro, but let's do a shot before then.
Red mark on my neck. What the fuck is that? All right. Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We have our open chat show continuing for those listening live on the Stereo app or watching on YouTube. So if you are here now, regardless of the platform, stick around. And if you are hearing this later and want to join us in the green room for our after show wind downs or want to throw some topics out there, email two-sidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO, sidedpod@gmail.com.
Cheers, pal. Bink, bink, bink.
That's a wrap for tonight. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete in Southern California.
And this was our show. You can eavesdrop wherever you get your podcasts and even join us live, both in our YouTube channel, handle at two-sidedpod, all one word, and the Stereo
All
app.
lowercase.
That doesn't matter.
No underscores.
No underscores. That does matter.
No ellipses or accented goos or umlauts. No umlauts.
What about ampersands?
Ooh, I do love ampersands. I could go for
We're on the Stereo app every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun. Here on Two-Sided. Love you, Pete.
It is. Love you, John. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are now officially, that's right, in the green room. Yet somehow John is still a presence here, haunting us with his ever-seeing eyes, his glazed-over look, and his ginger hair. John. Folks, here we are once again in the green room. A lovely Tuesday evening is upon us. Wednesday morning, perhaps, somewhere. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you also for being here. Still got some people on the YouTubes. Slowly but surely, we're getting back up to speed. John is apparently out. Yeah, we're still going. So, yeah, here in a second, John will be back, and then we can pop some of these packets. But we got a few to pop. You guys, second Foxes are here. We got Mona, Julie Prunes. We got a salted human. Love you, girl. Love you all. All right. Oh, here's our peacock friend. Don't leave a message. Just come on in, pal. There you go. Attaboy. Perfect. Okay. If he accepts, we'll be in business. Don't you leave a message. All right. Well, anyway, so folks, it has been a fucking great time. I went this weekend down to Hollywood and saw some homies down there. We went out to Little Tokyo, got some ramen, walked around, got this great goddamn ice cream from some little weird place. Dude, I love if you go to any city, anywhere, if you go to their special local little Tokyo, little Saigon, Koreatown, little Romania, little, oh man. God damn it. He leaves a message, but he won't come in. Oh my God. This guy. I told him not to leave a message. I told him, don't leave a message. Just get in here. And he takes the time to fucking leave a message instead of answering the fucking call. John, I threw out the call. You were drafted, my friend. And you did not answer. The
Hey,
fuck?
Give me the star. I'll mute you on Zoom, and you'll be able to play the messages as I go use the little boy's room. So give me the star
Do what now?
first.
Yeah, but remember, we're not going to do that.
Oh, we're not going to do that?
Yeah, remember? Because it's bad sound.
Kinda.
No, don't say kinda, because it happened. What have you been doing? You didn't go take a piss in the last 5 minutes? What the fuck are
No,
you doing?
my Zoom messed up. You know that. All right, fine. I'm going to go pee. Fine, whatever.
Oh my God. John has the bladder of a little girl and the attention span of a salad bar. Seriously, it's a horrible, horrible life that we live, folks. And I know because we get this one-sided, but this gives me time to tell you about my fucking weekend. So there we are, fucking Little Tokyo, great fucking ramen. Ordered a goddamn fountain of beer. They pour it in your own giant jug with your own little fucking dispenser, and it was like 7-8 beers. Fantastic. They didn't understand, like they sell it, but they didn't realize that people ordered it. So that was fantastic. Yeah, went and had brunch at some other place down there. They have breakfast tacos, so good. Cocktails, so good. Yeah, it was a good weekend, man. It was a good weekend. What did you guys do? What were your weekend plans? Did you guys chill at home? Did you relax? Did you go anywhere? Did you spend too much money? Did you save money? Did you stop crime? Did you commit crime? I mean, we're all friends and family here. We just we can talk openly. It's a safe space. No one's going to tell. I'm looking out there across the audience and I see some people I know who have some good stories. I know for sure. I'm not saying legal or illegal. I mean, you can leave out names. You can leave out specific zip codes. Just tell us your story. Good weekends. I'm just saying. Mona Lisa did nothing like usual. Yo, I don't think so. You at least studied up on that movie challenge, girl. I think you got me. You actually had me beat. Ooh, if it wasn't for my bonus question and for me knowing the judge and for fixing the whole game. Yeah. Other than that, totally. You fucking beat me again. Like normal, like you do. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Joan out like you do. Hey, there he is.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, pal. You back? Look at him. Look at him. He's a big dumb animal, isn't he, folks? Look at him.
All right. Well, I guess start that whole thing, and I'm going to be out audibly, but visually still on the tubes. But
What are you?
type it on through.
What are you saying?
Play the messages. I won't be able to respond so frequently. You know that. It's a normal thing.
So, I don't know why you're bringing that up. So, like how we always play messages during the show, that's going to happen again, like the normal, and you're just making a big deal about it and holding the cord up.
Yeah, because we're in the green room.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to press buttons on this phone now to play messages. You're not going to see my hands for a while because I'll be pressing buttons. What the fuck, John? Cry me a goddamn river.
Shout out to the room, you guys. It is the Two-Sided Pod. It is Tuesday, Wednesday, if you're across the pond. Shout out to the room, all you lovely folks. It's it's John. It's Pete.
What is John?
It's John in his button-down shirt. That's my favorite part of this show. I'm sorry to tell you guys. I'm actually sorry, not sorry. Over here at the doggy daycare, we're walking dogs at the moment, but I hope everybody's having a fan-fucking-tastic day. And shout out to the friendships, you know? John and Pete, you guys set the tone. And I just want to thank you guys for that.
Oh, God. Oh, God, John, that's horrible. It's just like, Mom and Dad, I learned my relationship skills from watching you. Oh, shit. Oh, no, what have we done? They learned friendship from us? Oh, shit, John. You see this? It's about the size of a cigar. It's about the size of a metal bowl. That's what you get for not fucking paying attention when John passes you the pipe at a concert. Look familiar?
Okay, so yet again, you guys are going around killing people. Bill Pullman is still alive.
Nope.
I'm thinking of Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton, Paxton. Yeah, I got it right. Sorry, I'm thinking of here in England. There's like one guy, and his name is something like Steve Paxton. Paxton, but no. Either way, you're thinking Paxton. Bill Paxton. He's the one that died. He was in. True Life. He was in Aliens, the second one.
That's right. You're thinking of the Green Bay Packers. They are done. That's right. That's correct. Oh, shit.
Listening to this episode, I've done dumpster dive into Bill Pullman.
Is he dead?
And you find out, like I was saying, about there being this presenter here in England, Jeremy Paxman. So, yeah, that is definitely a clusterfuck of packs. Sounds like sexual.
That's a whole pickle of packs right there. That's a peck of packs, John. How many packs of packs is how many picks of packs would you pack? No.
How many picks of packs of bills of pull?
I'll take the live ones. I have no need for the dead ones anymore.
I remember when Bill Paxton died. Bill Pullman shortly thereafter had a statement saying, Bill Paxton was a good friend of mine and a wonderful actor, but I am still very much alive, and you are confusing me with Bill Paxton. Rest in peace, like very, very respectful to his friend, but he was like, dude, that ain't me. I'm still alive.
He should just probably like move into that dude's house and take over his life. It could be like Mad Men. People, no one will know. Fucking crazy town. I just ditched all my creditors, Maisel? Man.
No. A talented Mr. Ripley. That's what this.
There we go. Perfect. Oh, Johnny boy. This fucking guy. All right. Oh, wait. I need to cancel that. Ready? Couple more. Ready?
Not gonna lie. When John started reading that short, my moisture content decreased considerably. I'm just a mere husk of a woman now.
Woo! Oh, John. Do you know the difference in what does humidity and the dew point have in common, John? Any guesses? Nope. Both of them will keep you from getting laid.
But I fell into a rabbit hole about New York City, and I gotta ask you, watching all these tiki talks about men just walking up to women and punching them, in the face, in the kidneys, whatever. Just punching women out of nowhere for no apparent reason.
Are you doing that?
Business walking down the street and blam! These men are punching women in the face because they're bitter about this 4B movement. For those of you who don't know what that is, it started, I don't know where the fuck it started. Japan, maybe? South Korea. I think it's South Korea. Women aren't having sex with men, aren't dating men, won't marry men because of the misogyny and the bullshit. And American women were like, hey, I'm going to jump on that train. And men are like, we're not going to protect you.
Yeah.
You want to play the rest of the message before you answer that?
Oh, I didn't realize there was more. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, there's more.
Do your job, Pete.
I was going to, but you jumped in so fast.
So fast. 1 second.
Protect us? You mean from like men punching us in the face? I'm just saying. These men are just. Do the men of this country realize that there's probably enough stored sperm in those sperm banks to fuel the human race for eternity? Do they not understand? It's just a fucking shit show. So have you witnessed this? If you have not witnessed this, if you did witness this, would you intervene? Would you do something? Would you say something? Curious minds, inquiring minds want to know.
Now it's your turn, John.
Is that the end of the message? I want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm not being funny, obviously. No, I've not witnessed this. And there has been a spike, not a huge one. It's been covered a lot. Outside of New York, it sounds much bigger than it is, but it's a couple dozen cases.
Yikes, bro.
No, it's pretty horrible.
That's a
and they're leaning on it's the incel in unsub. What is it?
unsub. Usub. We all $5 footlong. No. UNICEF. Aflac. That fucking duck is at it again.
Don't worry, he's dead.
Paxton. Pullman. The duck.
Yeah. No. All right. No. Whatever. The guys who can't get laid. The involuntary celibate. Incel. Yeah. Involuntary celibate. That's what it's been blamed on. There's, a good possibility that maybe a little bit of that, little bit of just people hearing that it's happening and feel they can do it a little more. What I want to say is I've not seen it, and I very much know that I would intercede because, and I can't say this about a lot of things because I don't really have, fear and shock can cause just paralysis. And so, but with this, one of my best friends who now sings opera in Germany, his mom was living in New York in the early 2000s, in the early aughts, and was walking in Times Square, and dude just walking past with no indication whatsoever, just pulled back and punched her as hard as he could in the stomach. Lost all her wind, had to go down to the curb, and just was there for a while, heaving and recovering in some way. But with it's your lungs, it's going to be loud. And so she wasn't making a scene. She was just trying to recover. No one even talked to her.
Yeah. Welcome to New York, John.
That's not always the case, Pete, but it is sometimes the case. The famous case that they show in psychology classes is you need to yell fire instead of rape, because in Times Square, the woman was raped in the 70s or 80s, and everyone thought that someone else was going to a payphone to call cops, and so nobody did. That's why intervening in that case specifically, that's knee jerk to me now, because that's she's another mom to me. She's very close. That family is very close to me. So, but it's been happening for a while. That's another thing. That was 20 years ago, and so it's not just something new that sparked up. It hasn't happened for a little bit, and that's fortunate. But there is a little spike in it right now, and the news is covering that. So, it's a very difficult subject. The one straight not difficult thing is that dudes are punching women in the face for no reason, and that ain't like there's no So intervene. There's no reason not to ever on the street.
That's the right answer, John. That's the right answer. Always intervene. What's the worst that's going to happen? You'll get hit too. That's great. No problem. Take a shot. Everybody will.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got him piling up.
All right.
Popping up. Here we go.
All due respect to politics, but it's so fucking shit. I actually had to Google who. I'm aware of her existence, but if someone asked me to point her out in a line out, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Okay. Fuck politics. Anyway, Googling Kamala Harris. So, yeah, you guys, you're obviously having some kind of influence on me. Is it a good influence?
See? A more learned man is a more dangerous man. That's a good thing, my friend.
Kind of comedy that makes you like, I don't know, really uncomfortable or secondhand embarrassed is Between the Ferns with that Zach Galifianakis or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, Galifianakis.
Player. It is so cringe. It is so ridiculous. These stars think he's an actual interviewer because he did it, I think, when he first started out in the industry and nobody really fucking knew who he was. If you guys have not seen Between the Ferns, watch it. It is cringy.
Yeah.
Full deliciousness.
It gets so much, man. It's uncomfortable. Like, oh, okay, I can only do that for so long, and then I can't binge things like that. Like, there's a movie too, right? I don't know. Oof.
Have you guys ever fancied someone? This person. In like a decade, you fancied them, and then you realize there's actually someone else, and it's like she's obviously like a decade younger, but then being a decade younger, you're like, no, not her. I meant the first one. I'm not the end of the character. Fuck off. I've been going for the first one. And it's funny because now I've done my research. Definitely the first one. I don't know why I did that. By the way, we're talking about Sloane Stephens. If you're into tennis, please be into tennis. If you're not into tennis, just be talking to you. But yeah, you've got Sloane Stephens, and then you've got this Coco Goff. Everything's going on about Coco Goff, and it's like, oh, God. One I was thinking of, yeah.
Of course, anyone who listened to last week's show and the 3 fire chapters of Two-Sided Pod, an erotic novel, will know that it's a list. John pulls out his shorts and sits his alabaster buttocks on his chair and does the remainder of the show naked from the waist down. The Boo, Donald Duck, Porky Pig. Say it as you will. That's what he's doing. Sorry, I ruined it.
Horrible. We're going to have to throw this chair away. You realize that, right? There's company coming. What the fuck, man?
You say all friends, I call bullshit. Very much so. What is my favourite Star Wars movie? And when we say favourite Star Wars movie, we're not talking about TV series, we're not talking about comics, we're not talking about shit. We're talking about what's my favourite Star Wars movie. I've technically got 2, but I'll accept obviously, you know, one or the other. But yeah, which one's my favourite? If we're friends, I don't believe us fuckers.
See, that's a loaded question. It's a loaded question because, as a true friend, I know you love them all equally. But you do have a favorite, and that is something we are going to answer after these short commercial breaks.
Wait, the adventure this weekend. I cut all my hair off.
Oh, shit.
I called around the city because my hair was literally to my waist. Curly ass, motherfucking heavy hair to my waist.
Too hot.
I'm fucking sick of it. I call these places. You know, a lady's haircut used to be anywhere between $20 and $35.
85.
They want almost $100 to cut your hair.
Yeah.
Just to cut your fucking hair. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So I watched a bunch of YouTube videos.
There we go.
Motherfucker myself, and I gotta say, it's
Hell
cute as fuck. I'm obsessed.
Hell yeah.
So yeah. I mean, when I say I cut my hair off, I cut probably 9 inches off my hair. At least 9 inches off my hair.
Damn.
But fun.
God damn. That's awesome. Hell yeah. I love that. My mom cuts her hair. Her prices were going up, and it was like, yeah, she was up to 85 or 90. She was like, that's just, it's too much. And she was getting color too. She's like, you know, you get out of there for like 160, $180. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. So she started doing her hair at home. Yeah, looks good. She's like, got good at it. That's awesome. Hell yeah.
What is love? Baby, don't have me. Don't have me no more. What is love? Baby, don't have me. Don't have me no more.
Hell yeah. I just watched that movie the other week. Love it.
Dude, he was so awesome. And a movie with fucking Tom Cruise, dude. That was like where it kept happening again. They tried to do like the time thing.
Oh, Looper.
Where are you gonna go, son? You know, I mean, like, I love Bill Paxton. He's a great actor, dude.
Yeah. Yep. Fucking he's dead too. I don't know. Maybe. Where are you gonna go, son?
Ms. Rivers, how are you? You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I'm so excited.
Good.
And I should do very well because I don't choke.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama. So let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay.
Holy shit. And that, John, is what did her in. Where do you think that fucking first shot came from, John? The grassy knoll from the Obamas. It all ties together, John. Here, look at the back of the Declaration of Independence. Hold it up to the light. It'll make sense. Trust me, John.
It's like the worst thing ever. It's like we're in the age of like social media and stuff, so especially on Twitter. Yeah, fuck you, Elon, and I've got it X. But the fact is, when you're on Twitter and people don't know like the username, so they just go, oh yeah, it's obviously like the full name of like the user, isn't it? Wrong, because they obviously have tried to do some kind of smart alecky special way of writing. But yeah, they just really bomb this person, this innocent person I'm laughing. Fuck you, Twitter.
Yes. Love. Give her the love.
Bill Paxton too. He's like such an amazing person.
See? There's some love out there. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton.
I think the name of that movie with Tom Cruise where he has to do the day over and over again, isn't that Edge of Tomorrow? Doesn't it have Emily Blunt in it?
Oh, yeah.
That's her fucking name. I don't know. That movie was fan-fucking-tastic. I absolutely loved it. Must watch.
For some reason, when he said Tom Cruise, I heard Bruce Willis, and I was thinking Looper.
He's probably just catching the bus home. Like, isn't that?
Yeah, he'll make it as long as he gets that transfer. Ain't that right, John?
Yeah. I'm sorry, this transfer has expired. No, I just got it. I'm sorry, you're going to have to pay full fare or leave the bus. No, I just got it. Will someone open up the back door? Shout out to Violent Femmes.
Shout out to shout outs, everybody. Let's do a shot. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We are the Two-Sided Pod in the green room. Here we fucking chop it up like nobody's business. I don't even know what that means.
There was
stupid is as stupid does.
There were so many messages. I kept on saying, "Oh yeah, I'll hit that up at the end. I'll hit that." But wait, hold up. There was one. Oh no, I'm losing it. Person in a lot of movies.
Bill Pullman.
Bill Paxton.
Nope, he's dead.
Well, he is dead. But before he died, he did the series Big Love about the fundamental LDS.
Yeah.
Polygamous, ladies and gentlemen. It was good. It was a good TV show. Yeah.
Hey, everybody, shout out to Polygamy.
Bill Paxton. All right, Polygamy.
All right, Polygamy.
Oh. True Lies was an early film for me. I think that was my first exposure to Mr. Departed Paxton. Mr. Bill Paxton. What about yours?
Yeah, I'd say right around there. He was a nobody to me. Like he was a write-off for me in that movie. I didn't even equate him as anybody because I was
a used car salesman.
No, I'm very fucking aware, John. But I'm saying when I went and saw that movie, it was all about Arnold and Jamie Lee Curtis and Tom Arnold.
Yeah, right.
Those were the big three. And I was like, oh shit, hell yeah. And I was like, oh, who's this guy? Whatever. Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh yeah, Tom Arnold. Oh yeah.
And in the tape recorder, tape player, like messes up, and he has to rewind it.
Dance for me, sexy.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Time. Get on the horse. We're going to chase him on the horse. Get on now.
Oh, that poor horse.
That poor elevator. Ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you press top floor for me? Thank you. Aye.
And the horse with its snout goes bing,
bing, bing.
All right, we got 4. People are real excited. Do it.
People are so excited.
Random question, because it's not a spoiler if I'm asking you. But you guys know about what's happening with Majors issue, blah blah blah. Do you know because
Nope.
I'm just wondering, because if you don't know that at least, holy fuck, boys, guys, come on, put your thumb out.
No, you're gonna give a spoiler. Nope.
He was young around this time, but I can't remember if he was in the movie Quicksilver with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, that was a great movie. You know, he might have been. Do you remember Quicksilver was that was the one where he was on the bike in New York and he was the bike messenger guy? No? No? And it was a big throwback to the racing down city streets and shit.
First exposure to Bill Paxton was in the movie, he was the big brother Chet.
Oh!
Down the meter into a girl. Weird Science.
Weird Science.
Oh, yeah, he was the big brother Chet. That's where
damn.
Exposure to Bill Paxton.
That's right.
Such a fucking dick. I love that you turned him into a pile of shit. That was fucking awesome.
That's right. I totally forgot that. First exposure to Bill Pullman. First exposure to Agent Orange, John. What was your first exposure?
Oddly enough, it's also Weird Science. It's because they forgot to connect the doll.
There you go. Every time, you know, is shout out to Agent Orange.
She that salted Cuban reminded me that had to be my first exposure because that was well before True Lies came out, and I know I saw that pretty early on. We had the DVD, Weird Science.
Yeah.
Got to
Here, give me the keys, I'll drive. He doesn't have his license, Lisa.
Yeah, Anthony Megahall. Fantastic.
Yep. And then when you go back, I just watched that last week. I can't believe I didn't think of it, but yeah, when you have that, it is very, very rapey. It's like the shit that goes on there is like, this is completely like, holy shit. Am I that much of a fucking, I've been that much, I don't know, John, changed. I'm a changed person.
Revenge of the Nerds and 16 Candles also have moments you're like, wait, hold on, wait, what? Wait, what?
It's funny because it's funny because it's revenge.
Yeah, with a mask.
Remember they were picked on, so it's okay.
Or they swapped. Hey, you're gonna hang out with my girlfriend and take her home. You know what I mean? Wink, wink. And I'm gonna go hit on your friend, Molly Ringwald. So,
Animal House.
No, yeah.
No. Well, I'm saying that. I was like, can we dance with yo ladies?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
We laugh because it's a horrible realization both of us have had throughout the years that these movies we grew up on, Breakfast Club was not rapey. And that was my favorite movie growing up. Breakfast Club was not. He does say hey, how about you and me close that door and get the prom queen impregnated? It's a horrible joke that he made. But that's it.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, John. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be many more innuendos in there somewhere. I don't. All right, a couple more. Here we go. Fine.
Stop playing my messages, man. I won't be able to stop, dude. Like,
never.
I gotta go make food again.
Never gonna stop. Never gonna stop playing your messages. Gonna keep on playing them song bitches. Every time you leave a messages, I will play it. Gonna play your fucking messages. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Every time you play that messages, I will replay it.
You must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny.
I know. I hear you.
Boy Pete and John L. Peacock. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about on this podcast. You're talking about beers. You're talking about ladies. What the fuck is the topic? How do you introduce a celebrity on this show? I'm just trying to figure out what the topic is. Love the show. Love to be a guest. A past guest. Because, of course, I'm past due, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Free Palestine, bitches.
PSAs. Love them.
I'm telling you seriously, everything is fucking 6 degrees bacon. Everyone loves Kevin Bacon. Everything is bacon. I'm gonna make some bacon.
Everything bacon.
It wasn't a spoiler. I was just asking you.
Boop, boop. You're going to spoil it now. Oh.
You guys know about what happened at Comic-Con. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. I know a lot about what happens at Comic-Con. Jennifer Garner got stuck in an elevator at Comic-Con. You're more likely to hook up with a chick in anime costume at Comic-Con than anywhere else during the year. I promise you. Anytime else during the year, your likelihood of hooking up with Princess Peach or someone from Dragon Ball are very few. Voltron, maybe. You run a whole train. I ran a train with Voltron. It was crazy town. I wanted to hook up with the Transformers. Ended up, got drunk, and went home with an Autobot instead. Still worked. Just a fucking cheaper version. It was a Miata. What are you gonna do?
Oh my god, you said Bill Pullman. Bill Paxton. Paxton. Fuck! Mr. President, Paxton's game over, man!
Pullman is a type of railroad car. Paxton is dead. I'm sorry, sir. Bill Paxton is dead. I've left him in the Pullman car. We're going to take him around town and show him off to the others. That way, they'll know that the right Bill is dead. Hear ye, hear ye. Come to the Pullman and see the body. Do say, sir, that is quite confusing because it is Paxton who's dead. That's what I said. I said the body. I said, come to the Pullman to see the body. When they come, they'll see it's Bill Paxton. Yes, but I think that it could be confusing. Do say, come to the Pullman to see the Paxton. Right, but I do think that it's also too confusing because there's too many P's and alliteration frightens the masses, I've found. Yes, that is true. Well, it is quite the pickle, isn't it? Well, I guess they'll never know who's dead. On to the next town. All right, here you. Sorry, I get really deep in the train humor, John. Where were we?
Yes, John. Give me the keys, Lisa. Hey, John.
Oh god, that's such a great movie.
He doesn't even have a license, Lisa. Give me keys, I'll drive.
Oh, good Lord. What kind of parents go away that long and leave your kids? Yeah, your friend could come over and
Well, the grandparents, they're frozen in time in the closet, obviously. But they were sent there, and also Chet, the older brother, was looking in on. They're in early high school. They're not that young.
Okay, all right. It just seems like bad parenting, John. I don't know. When you have a nuclear weapon coming up through your house, it just seems like you've made poor choices as a parent. I don't know. Am I blaming their upbringing? Perhaps. Could it be the zoning in the neighborhood? Maybe. We just don't know. Mistakes were made and we all learned.
Yeah. Yeah, Lockheed Martin taught us everything.
Yeah. Always hook up the connections to the doll.
But there's one thing you forgot to hook up the doll, to hook up the connection to the doll. And then Blob, because it went to the outer space sci-fi magazine that they, of course, had.
Or if it was Mad Magazine, and then it was just some weird fucking dystopian fucking picture.
Alfred E. Newman.
Alfred E. Newman of shit melting. If you fold me together, there's another fucking picture.
A spy versus a spy? What, me worry?
Man. I'm telling you, John. Yeah, there's good bodies of work out there. They don't all hold up over time, but I still think they are good. I still think they are quality and classic, and they need to be appreciated for what they were at the time. It's almost the same way like movies have to live kind of in the moment they were made. You know, you look at the special effects now, like, oh, that's bullshit. Oh, that's a fucking... You start belittling that. The acting's really campy. Look at the lighting choices. Look at all of this, you're picking it apart and and here's the premise and here's the words and here's all these things. But in the moment at that time, it was great because of these things. And there are certain things that still hold up over time. But I feel like you have to give leeway for the generational gap that we see that is so happening so fucking often now. In like 2 years, whatever we were doing today. Oh, you can't fucking say that. Oh, I'm getting fucking... Now I'm in trouble for saying fucking fuck, shit. Oh, I can't say shit, fuck.
Or movies aren't made... the special effects of movies aren't made that way anymore. The Star Wars, Star Trek of the 60s through 80s is nothing like... the other generations. Even if they went a little back to practical effects, It just was so different. You're like, oh, you look at it, it's so dated. There's this Sneakers, beautiful movie, fantastic ensemble. Robert Redford, Sidney Poitier on through. River Phoenix is there. That's the only one.
Yeah, it looks dated.
But it looks dated because it's all about like DOS, like breaking an unbreakable code, which is a thing, but the way they had technology-wise at that time was DOS. And so it's like click, 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 click. Suddenly I can do anything I want and break into any system whatsoever just because.
Right. What?
What do you...
Mona says she refuses to watch anything with star in it. Not even Star Search.
Ed McMahon.
Sorry, Ed.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
No. John. Fucking John. John.
Wait, hey,
John.
say that is wild stuff. As Johnny.
That is wild stuff.
Dude.
Stuff.
We have our respective guys down. I smell a sitcom. These people think they're actually Johnny Carson and Ed McMahon, and they keep on doing things. I lost it. It's gone.
Yeah,
well, Ed McMahon's a notorious drunk, so I just was getting into character.
Right. Well, Johnny was no slouch, and I believe he was. Nope, not even gonna go there.
We'll take this off camera.
He would have felt right at home walking the streets of New York recently.
Oh.
Everybody gets a fresh one with Johnny.
Bing Crosby, I heard as well. But more as kids. Okay, let's pop that packet.
Here we go. Here's Johnny.
It was the 80s, man. Are you kidding me? My parents went on vacation to Florida and left me alone with my younger brother and sister when I was 15, 16 years old.
Hell yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. It was a different world.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's great. That's fucking great. That's great.
Listen, I don't know what you, my boy Pete, and of course my dear boy John L. Peacock are talking about as far as, practical effects, but back in my day, we used to have a lot of good folks in the background that would used to just be on the trigger. Be on the trigger just as far as, a conversation. So why don't we get back on the trigger in America, so to speak?
Okay, listen, Joker, you're not allowed to be talking about political conversations.
Oh, I'm sorry, Patsy boy. I was just trying.
I love it.
I believe he brought that last little bit in so that we didn't think it was Christian Slater, who always was doing an impersonation of Jack Nicholson.
Right, there you go. Oh, Christian.
Heathers. That was my favorite of his.
Pop quiz, hot shot. How many Batman villains and Batmen, the collective number, are no longer alive? They have Bill Pullman their way out. Wait, they Paxtoned them out. They went to the Pullman car. So how many Batman are dead and how many Batman villains are dead? Pop quiz, hot shot. Show your work.
One for Batman, Adam West. Oh wait, are you including villains for that era as well? Because that's messed up.
I want all of them, John.
Let's just
want names.
Let's start with the Tim Burton movies on. Okay.
All right. Okay.
0 Batman. Yeah. 1 Heath Ledger.
All right. And Bill Pullman.
What?
Huh?
Bill Paxton?
No, he wasn't in any of the Batmans.
J.D. Vance?
Yeah, Steve Perry.
Oh.
That's what I've been saying the whole time.
He's dead?
As a doornail, my friend.
Steve Perry?
I went over, looked at him, tried to resuscitate. He said, "Sir, this is awake." I said, "I needed to be confident. I know you do. I know you guys do shoddy work around these parts.
I needed to be comfortable."
Stand back. I'm a professional. What? I'm a professional roofer.
Oh, hey, I just saw a play called The Plotters, which is about people who stole bodies from fresh bodies from cemeteries. That was the name for them back in the day. The Plotters.
Well, John, bro. You want a body? I can get you a body.
With nail polish?
I mean, whatever you want, buddy. And don't leave any marks. I'm gonna need it back in 14 hours. We do body count. That's horrible. Fucking A. That's so horrible.
Let's get ready a transition shot and pop that back in.
Bing, bing, bing. Transition shots. Hey, folks, when's the last time you had a transition shot? Well, John, I think it's about time we have a transition shot. Woosah.
I don't need to be afraid.
Nope.
I really don't.
No, you don't.
Just go on doing what I'm supposed to be going on doing, man. You know,
Yep. Get it.
Hey,
Go
man.
get it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it when I'm early.
Hell yeah.
Early to the show, dude.
Right.
So I know what's going on. But if I show up late, bang.
It's hard to catch up.
The thing to remember, isn't
Right.
it?
Never ends.
As far as I know, as far as you go,
you
can't tell me about it then.
Hear that?
I don't know. Just being 5 beers down.
I hear that, man. Can't tell you something you already know. But I think you're doing all right, man. You keep on keeping on, brother. Fucking, you find your groove, you got to stick in that groove, man. Ain't that right, Joan?
That's 100% correct, my friend. Do you want to tell him what, because we're in the green room now, so we're just, chit-chatting. There's no agenda, but do you want to tell him what we were talking about back in the show?
We were talking about all sorts of things that would blow your mind. Things that shouldn't be talked of, should not be spoken of, should never be spoken of again. We solved the world's problems and caused others. It was the best of shows. It was the worst of shows. It was a show about Joan Rivers. It was a show about humidity, but it was a dry humidity, so it was pretty funny.
Do tell.
You're raising my barometer, John. Shut it down. And then we learned that Kamala Harris had parents. And 2 of them. Twice over. And yeah. So all in all, it was we gained knowledge, but we lost respect for John. So I feel like kind of par for the course, kind of normal day, kind of a normal Tuesday night here on the Two-Sided Pod. Hey, everybody, did you learn something? Not a goddamn thing. I feel like I'm stupider from having been here. Well, that makes all of us, John. That makes all of us. Transition shot, John.
Transition shot.
Bing, bing, bing. You're welcome for listening.
Pump the package.
Oh, man.
Sorry, folks. Joker here. We're joined live in the Twisted Tornado by Bill Paxton. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, we're here joined live. We don't know if we're going to be, surviving this kind of thing, but we hope that we could be included in the sequel.
Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Paxton didn't join the sequel.
Oh, he's dead again, John. How can a motherfucker die so quickly, so twice? So twice, so quickly?
Twistery. He was in Twister.
It's so twistery. John. Twister. Good movie. I heard Twisters was a little not as good. Have you seen
Bill
it?
Paxton wasn't in it.
Yeah, well, he's dead. You can't. They said roll his old bones on over here.
I just learned that Nicolas Cage has given permission for
AI.
Well, it's a
likeness.
hologram, like interactive hologram likeness that's going to be on Broadway.
Hell yeah!
So the play written by Ayad Akhtar who did Disgrace and the Invisible Hand. Fantastic plays. Apparently is going to have a hologram of Nicolas Cage, and it says starring him. And my first question when I learned earlier today about that is he going to be eligible for the Tony because of that?
That's awesome. It's called All Is Fair, All Is Nicolas Cage in Love and War.
Yeah. Yeah. You see Longlegs?
No, fuck no, John.
You see Pig?
Yeah, I did.
It's fantastic.
It was good. I didn't like it because it was too sad.
Oh. Did you see the unedible weightness of the super awesome talent?
Yeah. Unbearable weight of incredible talent, something. That was awesome. That was fantastic.
Was that really good? Actually, I hadn't seen that.
It's unbelievably good. Like, it's the best movie I think he's done in a long, long time. Wow. Pedro Pascal is fucking amazing in it. He just pokes fun at himself, and it's like, it's just like when
being John Malkovich.
No, Jean-Claude Van Johnson. It's like when Jean-Claude Van Damme did the series about himself, where he's Jean-Claude Van Damme they're like, oh, you have to work for the CIA, and you have to be Jean-Claude Van Damme to go back to the movies. So you have to be yourself and be undercover. And so he's playing himself, being himself, and like as clueless and as an idiot as he is, and like too old, and like people don't recognize him, and he can't do his moves anymore, and he pulls his like, oh, he's just a fucking idiot. It's awesome. This is the same thing where, yeah, it's just literally him.
What's the name of that movie?
Which one?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
It's a series. It's a series on Prime.
How many seasons was it?
One. But it's like something Jean-Claude Van Johnson. Call me Jean-Claude Van Johnson or something. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, look it up. It's a fucking great. But this one, Nicolas Cage plays himself as he has to go over, same thing, be an operative to get close to this horrible drug dealer who happens to be a super fan of Nicolas Cage. And they turn out to be like best friends and like have a great time. And he has to like either kill him, like, or set him up or do something. And he's like, oh, I can't do it, man. He's a good dude. But he has like takes him down to a cellar, but it's a trophy room of all Nicolas Cage stuff.
Whoa. Spoilers, man. Go so far.
And it's full of human heads.
It's like being John Malkovich, kind of. But what's the other one? The Jean-Claude Van Damme series I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah, it's just like that one. Or like Life's Short with
Entourage.
Kind of, but those guys are all actors.
Well, is it Nicolas Cage and Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah, but the guy's name is not Turtle. Ari is not Ari. Like, they're written characters. You know what I mean? Like, they're playing it's just like Life is Short with Warwick Davis, and he's playing himself after Willow, and he's trying to get a job. Oh. And he's a little person actively trying to get a job and going on auditions and meeting like Ricky Gervais and Liam Neeson, and they're playing themselves, but they're all playing these weird fucked up versions of themselves.
Like extras?
Like extras, yes.
But
Ricky extras, Gervais. It's not. Yeah, but extras, it's not Ricky Gervais.
Right.
Like he's playing.
Oh, so Curb Your Enthusiasm.
It's not like that. Well, yes, it's like that because he's Larry David and he's this, so he's it's Ted Danson. Yes, it's that.
Seinfeld, because the main character is Jerry Seinfeld. everyone else has
Yeah.
different names, but the main character is Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, but that's a sitcom written. Yeah, no, I guess.
Well, and they
Like
didn't have as many.
MacGyver was about MacGyver. Quick, John, hand me that wire. I'm going to make a joke.
MacGruber. Well, no, you know what? I talked myself into it. Seinfeld is not the same because even though the main character, like so many, Roseanne, so many,
I
comedian
Love
actors.
Lucy.
Yeah, there's no. Well, I Love Lucy's a little different because there's so many stars that come in. What I was going to say, there's no actors who play themselves in Seinfeld, or if there are, it's rarely. With Curb Your
Right, but
Enthusiasm, most of them are their own names.
right. But I guess, well, the difference with Seinfeld is he's playing not a struggling actor or a struggling comedian, but he's not playing a comedian who's made it where he has a TV show and he's made it to all the stuff. Like he's been on a couple Tonight shows.
He's
Like
not doing the show until the very end. They kind of bring that in,
Right.
but not until the end. Where Curb Your Enthusiasm had it from the beginning. Oh yeah, all my money's from doing Seinfeld. Yeah, so
right. It's like where you're all of these things where your life is. So in the Nick Cage movie, it's like, yeah, he's done all of his movies,
Wicker
and
Man.
they continue to like, why do you continue these movies? Like, I make bad choices, and he can't see his wife and his kid. He has to do more movies because he has to make money. God damn it! I need to make more money. So anything he has to do that pays, he's just like, yep, okay, whatever. It's just like, yeah, hilarious, and he plays, yeah.
Would you say that cameos in movies that have nothing to do with them, but are so embodied in the real person, are also valid in this category? Like Bill Murray in Zombieland?
No, I wouldn't.
What's your biggest regret? Well, Garfield too.
It'll happen.
Okay, so the movie has to be mainly about them and or they're the star, so they can't be a cameo that's just playing them, and it has some augmentation, but the life that we know about them is all represented in some way.
Yeah, but no, it's a story. The whole difference is it's about them. It's their life. It's like, hey, I'm Nicolas Cage. Here's my life, and here's where I am now at this point. Hey, I'm Warwick Davis. This is my life now, and at this point, it's all about me. It's not like, oh, I'm Bill Murray, and I popped up halfway in a movie about zombies.
Okay. What about John Malkovich? He's not the main character, but anything about him and his own performance is all him. And he's pretty significant.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd go that far. I don't know.
He's not a CIA operative or FBI or whatever you said, but there's an augmentation to the reality, unless we believe that Nicolas Cage and or Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
That's the name of the show. You just fucking said it.
We got a couple puppets to pack. Let's do it.
My Nicolas Cage impression. Who, what, where? Probably failed.
It's on the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah. That's fucking gross, dude. Like, I can smell how you fart, but like, you don't have to explain how it smells when you fart, bro. Like, don't you got friends for that?
Being John Malkovich.
2 votes for John.
Bringing out the dead. early Scorsese, John Goodman, along with Nick Cage. And there's that scene that they show in film classes all the time. They're EMS ambulance drivers, and the scene is a flashback that has been haunting Nicolas Cage's character. And the two of them, who are partners, like Goodman and Cage, are running to save a young girl in the snow in New York City. And the snow is drifting upward the entire time. And it wasn't anything except for the entire scene was filmed backwards.
They had to run backwards, speak in tongues.
Well, there was no dialogue for it, but it was, they had to choreograph every single thing backwards while it was actually snowing in New York. That's why it's so powerful, because it's not fake snow. It's not any kind of CGI effect. It's just the tape going backwards.
Crazy Town.
Great movie. Bring out the dead, baby.
Okay, I got one.
Here it is.
Here it is. My favorite Nicolas Cage scene is when he's in Raising Arizona.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. He says, "Oh, we have a separate family here."
That's such a great movie.
I'm coming in here as a free man and asking for you to be my finance. Turn to the right. Turn to the right.
So good.
It's
yeah,
about
that was
love.
a great movie. It's about love. Great soundtrack too.
Yeah.
Really makes me want to go back to Arizona for a visit.
Also, John Goodman.
Yep.
They've done a couple of films together.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
I cannot think of any more. So if there's anyone out there who's like, oh, but also, we got two. Bringing Out the Dead, Raising Arizona. Because he wasn't used in any more Coen films, right?
I don't believe so.
Goodman was. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou?
Barton Fink.
I think Goodman was in that one as well.
Yeah, he was in that.
Oh, what's that other one? They bowl a lot.
Yeah, Kingpin. That's right.
Oh yeah, he loses his hand as a little hook.
Yeah, yeah.
Bill Murray.
The Jesus
right.
is there. Yeah, the Jesus. Yeah. He doesn't roll on Sabbath. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. Did I tell you? I don't know why I thought about this. Well, it seems like a Nicolas Cage kind of a thing. But there's a play that happens in LA. Randomly, it pops up that they do the Point Break, the stage show, and it's kind of like basic black box theater.
Yeah.
And they say, okay, we need a Johnny Utah, and so they get people to come up and do their best Keanu Reeves impression, and whoever does the best impression, they put a jersey on him that says Utah, and then they just pull him around the stage the entire time, like, and just make him stand there and make him say things and like give him cue cards and say that, say this, run over there. And it's like, so they do all the lines and just feed him everything, but it's so minimalistic. So when they're when they're doing their first parachute jump, all they're using is like a small little picnic bench, like a tiny one.
Yeah.
And there's three guys. Like one sits this way, one sits this way, one is back here, and they're like, get in. And the only spot he can get in is like right in the crotches in between the two guys. It's like either way he's gonna get. He's like, oh my God. And as soon as they get in, it's like, it's bumpy up here. And he's like, oh my God. Yeah. But they said randomly that Nolte will come in and be part of the show and like do a line or two.
What, in what way?
He'll like want to do his part. Like, I'll read a little bit.
Oh, reading a line, not the other kind of doing something to a line.
No. Hey, give me 2 meatball subs. Hungry as hell, man. Give me 2 of them sumbitches.
And then he snorts some blood.
All the good ones do.
No junk, no soul. I heard that once.
Right. Damn straight. Something about the blues, baby.
What about adaptation? Nicolas Cage playing both parts of Charlie Kaufman, writing the movie within the movie. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Balls, man, your balls are this big and it's 20 feet straight down.
Gang, man, like, are you describing that time when, like, you had to hold the casserole on your lap because you were going to a family holiday thing?
Yep.
With that fancy sweater that they always make you wear?
It was a nice sweater.
Or was it something that I don't know what I'm talking about? Again.
Nope. It was exactly like the casserole situation. You nailed it. Sweater and all. My man strikes again.
Great show, fellas. I gotta hit the hay, man. My pillow's calling my name. Love you. See y'all next week.
Love
Bye.
You. Bye. Ooh, John.
Bye. MFA.
Bye. It's always about this time of the show. I realize it's getting late because I'm out of ice, or it's hot as fuck because I'm out of ice.
We did talk about the difference between dew point and humidity.
You know, the Dewey Decimal System has never led me astray. And it's times like these.
With times like these.
Right.
Who needs enemies?
Mona Lisa, I'm glad you brought that up. Speaking of altar calls, it's about time that I had one. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are the Two-Sided Pod. We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time if you happen to be across the pond. Now, folks, we're not here for a good time. We're not here for a smart time. We're here for a time. A long time.
Way too long, everyone tells us, both in duration per show and duration of show. Long time.
Yeah, it's kind of like luggage that you can't get rid of. Somehow you got it. Yeah, there you go. Luggage, yeah.
Oh, you were talking about the stuff you travel with. Right.
I was talking about emotional baggage, John.
Herpes.
Yeah, emotional baggage. Be classy, bro. You're so gross. Fucking dirty motherfucker is what you are.
Let's do a shot. Transitional shot.
All right. Well, it's going to be a transitional shot with a warm chaser, which is going to be pretty goddamn unfortunate, to be totally honest. That's fine. You're good. All right. Cheers.
Cheers. You're welcome for listening.
Oh my God. You know what, folks? Here's something that I'm going to brag about. I bragged about to John, and I want you to know how fucking dedicated I am to this motherfucking show. I'm heading to Colorado here in like 3 weeks, and I leave on Thursday and I come back on a Tuesday, but I got the early flight so I could be home at like 4:30, 5 o'clock on Tuesday, so I can be here set up so John isn't yelling at me.
Before we hit this last pop to pack, I was thinking we heard some really great Nicolas Cage quotes. We hadn't really thrown those out. This one, it makes me happy. Would you like to exchange a couple of your favorite, or one, your favorite Nicolas Cage quotes?
Oh. Fuck, I can't think of any of them. Like, I can think of tons of movies. I can think of other characters that talk to him. I'm surprised no one has brought up fucking, what was his?
The Rock. Welcome to The Rock. And that's
The Rock. There you go.
That's Sean Connery. But the one that always sticks in my head, I take pleasure in cutting you, boy. I take pleasure in cutting you, boy. I take pleasure in cutting you, boy. About 7 to 10 times in a row before Connery, who's in the cell over, because that's the last thing we saw before they cut to them being in a cell, is them getting caught, and the dude with a huge old knife and says, I take pleasure in gutting you, boy. Like, really menacing way. And he just says it over and over again.
Ooh.
It's fantastic.
Here's one. Put the bunny down.
What is that
one? Con Air.
Oh, you like Elton John? How about the Rocket Man? Because it's you. You're the Rocket Man. Also the Rock.
That's good. It's a good one.
Not the bees, not the bees. Not to give too much away. Wicker Man. Oh no! Not the bees! Not the bees! Ah!
Hold on. Are you saying there's bees in the Wicker Man? Oh shit, man. And I can't watch that motherfucker.
You shouldn't.
Watch
the original. It's completely different.
My aversion to bees and wicker. Ooh, shit, I can't stand wicker. That shit's crazy. Like, people weave that? That ain't right. Fuck that. I ain't gonna sleep well tonight, John. You keep talking about wicker. Worst fear ever? Wicker basket full of bees. Ooh. I want to take
Vegas.
his face off. Face off. You guys, seriously, look at how many face waterfalls. I call them face waterfalls. It's something I feel like Prince would do. When he does face off.
Yeah.
Count the face waterfalls. There's probably like 7 or 8 in face off. They do a lot of facial with Cyrus the Virus.
Like all the I take pleasure in cutting you, boy. It's essentially the same amount of times. He has a certain number. He wanted to be in Lucky Number 11, but Jim Carrey beat him to it. But what he did do was Leaving Las Vegas, and that was a nice serious one. It's like The Man with the Golden Arm. Frank Sinatra did about a guy with a heroin addiction.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That was good. When they go
Leaving Las Vegas, yeah.
He won his Academy Award for that one.
That he did. Moonstruck with Cher. She won her Academy Award for that one.
Yep. Yeah,
I
that was
love you, Dolores, but not the way they say love is.
This fucker guy has a way with words. All right, let's go ahead and think about movies that would be better if Nicolas Cage was in them. Okay?
Oh, interesting.
Here we go.
Family Man. All right.
Family.
Oh, no, he's in that. Never mind. He's in that. Hold on. Let me think some more.
Wicker Man. God damn it. Nope. National Treasure. Holy shit, he's in everything.
Ooh. Galaxy Quest.
Okay. Would he be the captain?
No.
Who would he be?
He'd be Guy. Sorry, Sam Rockwell. Sorry, buddy.
Okay.
You're not that well known.
And we're gonna say it's Nicolas Cage now. Okay.
Okay, I'm bringing Sam Rockwell back to Galaxy Quest.
No, that's the best thing. That's the game. How the game is played, John. You're taking now Nicolas Cage, and we're throwing him into Stand By Me as Gordy, as the one who tells the stories.
The puke fest, something.
Yeah, exactly. And then they said, boom, baba, chow down, wide load. It was crazy. And then, little did they know, he had drank castor oil before the pieting contest, and then he proceeded to puke all over the front row.
You guys want to see a dead body? If I had my pig, I'd get there right away.
All right, how about how about Nicolas Cage and Pretty Woman?
As
Pretty Woman, as Julia Roberts.
Slippery little suckers.
When he slaps the Julia like, oh!
What's your name? What do you want it to be? Well, you pretty woman.
How about
Oh, hold on. Gotta love Prince more than life itself. And who's it? Keith Richards? Who's the not Pretty Woman? Who's the knight in shining armor? Jeff Bridges. C. Perry.
And it should have been gone. Nah.
Richard Simmons.
Pryor.
No, Pryor. No.
Paxton. Bill Pullman. Bill Pullman.
No. He was on a Pullman. Nope.
Bring out your dead.
Bring
out your dead.
Keith Richards.
Michael Keaton.
No. I always. That's actually Michael Douglas. It's not Michael.
Oh, he's in a Pullman.
He is in a Pullman right now. Michael Douglas. He's married to Catherine Zeta.
Yeah, they both had a threesome with Bill Paxton, but he talked about it, and look what happened to him.
It's the most famous Buddhist in the world. It's
the Dalai Lama.
No,
Mother Teresa. No. The Pope. Jesus Christ.
Actor.
Is it Jesus Christ?
A gentleman and a scholar.
Rapier's wit and a rogue-like sense of living. Are we just saying things? Wait, what?
No, Lancelot in Camelot.
Officer and a Gentleman.
No, Sean Connery. No.
Shaving a haircut. 2 bits.
No. Camelot. No, not Kamala.
Spamela.
Arthur. Sean Connery, Arthur. King Arthur. He's Lancelot.
All right.
I won't kiss you until you ask. I won't kiss you again until you ask me.
Tay Diggs.
The thing, the hamster without claws.
Oh, Richard Gere. I like him
there
a lot.
You go. Hey.
Come on, man.
There we go.
You're trying to identify some Knights of the Round Table. All you got to say, he shoved a gerbil in his ass. John, come on. Let's just talk turkey, bud.
Hamster. It was gerbil. That's a little smaller.
Well, hamsters are gerbils.
What?
All hamsters are gerbils. All gerbils are hamsters. Not all gerbils are hamsters, but all hamsters are gerbils.
It's like all mezcal is tequila, but not all tequila is mezcal.
Correct.
All bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon.
All drugs I will ingest, but not all.
My ingestion will accept those drugs.
Yeah, I said, just wait your turn.
She's in the bathtub. She's having fun. She's listening on her little headphones. You're extra good. You're genius. He comes in. She's like, oh, gotta love Prince. And he says, more than life itself.
Oh. Perfect.
I feel like I'm coming in a knight's armor with a rubber chicken and just slamming it over your head. Transition shot.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah. You're like a fucking wet blanket of humanity. This is why we keep you around for fun transition shots like this, Sean. Why? Because it's like handing Chunk the picture of the map. He's gonna drop it. When John drops a transition, we're gonna do a shot. So it all works out for everybody. Cheers. Pink, pink, pink.
The cow. And also, I go with the Python method of the anti-punchline. Steve Martin, you just move on without any big clair de monde, coup d'etat.
That's a real Hannah Gatsby kind of move, John. With no punchlines, no humor, no comedy.
Monty Python.
Steve Perry.
Knight in armor hitting the general over the head with a rubber chicken.
Kids in the hall.
Inspired
doing a flash mob and stealing Nikes from the local mall.
Running towards a man with his arm out and a big old fist, full speed, head first, for a very long time, until he just runs into it and flies back.
All right, John. Let's once and for all, let's get to the fucking real truth of it, right? Let's try and figure this out.
All right.
Of the 17 secret herbs and spices, how many do you think you know? Because we need to start a campaign and figure out what those things are. I was just thinking about that. You said general with the chicken, hitting a general with the chicken. I was like, I'd rather see what the colonel has to do with those spices.
I'm thinking 9. I'm pretty solid on 9 of them. It's the last 5 that are messing me up.
Eye of Newt, little bit of cocaine,
and a wisp of MSG.
Yeah. Actually, man, how much is a wisp? It's actually 7 pounds. A wisp is actually a unit of measurement. It's 1 pallet full. It's a metric ton. We call it a wisp now. So delicious.
And how much of that chicken does it serve? About 1 bucket.
Oh, shit. How about Tu Wong Fu with Nicolas Cage, John?
Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
What's the matter, little... How come I sound like Harry Carey right there? Oh, what are you doing?
I can't control the volume of my voice.
Oh, little Puerto Rican girl. Why are you crying? Dry your eyes. No.
It's John
John Leguizamo, Patrick
Leguizamo.
Swayze, and
Sniper.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, he was Blade.
Always bet on black.
And Julie Newmar makes a brief appearance.
It's true. That was a great movie. That was a great movie.
A little subversive. I love it.
Very subversive, man.
Yeah.
Well ahead of its time, too.
Very much so.
I wonder what their paychecks were for that.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Play some messages.
You're on silent. I'll go ahead and pop some packets.
The Bang Bang. If you don't, they probably will later. What's up, guys? Nice to see you.
What's up, bud?
Sorry, boss. There's only two men I trust. One of them's me. The other's not you.
So good. So good.
Yeah, town man. Like, I was a scared little boy a long time ago, dude. Like, I went to like a sleepover or something when I was a little boy, and I saw his older brother put The Fly on VHS.
Oh no!
Everybody disappeared and turned off the lights.
Ooh.
I sat there and I watched The Fly.
Oof.
It was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my whole life, dude.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Shit like that.
Was it the original or was it the
Jeff Goldblum? Yeah, VHS.
No,
The Jeff Goldblum. John, I 100% do. If his friend's brother is putting on, a kid is not going to be putting on like, oh, do you like this 1943 fucking
Victor Hugo?
You know what, John? I'm going to go on a limb. You idiot! You fucking art house fucking piece of shit! You goddamn fucking. Oh, now you're gonna mute up. Now you're gonna go all silent. You all bitch and moan that you don't have a voice in this show. I gotta be quiet when you play messages. Now you just shut up when I'm trying to go hot at you, just because you're gentrifying my neighborhood. You and your fucking button-down shorts. Your fucking weird-ass jewelry. Your wide-brimmed hats, craft beers, fucking artisanal meats and cheeses. It's your kind, John. It's your kind that are fucking shit up, man. And I think we've all just about had it around here. Ain't that right, folks? Can I get a harumph out of you? No, but you can get a nice cheese platter and a tippler to walk out with. It's a hibiscus flower and a muddled tea leaf with a sweet and sour gin and an aperitif spritzer.
I'd like mine with a green olive in it. Thank you.
I'd like a cucumber in mine, but could you bruise that, please? Slightly. Yep, one bruised cucumber. Pop, pop, coming up.
I think I saw the menu today from a hep area of Queens. Smashed cucumber salad.
Yeah.
Or smushed. It was smushed cucumber salad.
But it's all done eco-friendly. What we do is we put all the cucumber in bags and sit on it on our commute to work. And once we get here, then we sit on it in the office. Anyway, it's delicious, delightful, and fresh from our butts. It's a cucumber smush. You know what? I'm going to take the armpit wilted arugula Now, how is that wilted? Oh, our chef, when he gets to work, he takes the arugula and puts 3 fresh pieces under each arm, holding them there for 45 minutes as he does the rest of his prep. All of these wilted pieces are then put in the warmer with a warm sock that he brought from yesterday. After that, when you order, he takes the balsamic drizzle, don't ask where it came from, and pours it over the wilted. Anyway, it's delicious.
And as you pop it into your mouth, metal springs lovingly plunge into each cheek.
Mona's going to start a restaurant, call it Baby Bird, and just serve smushed foods. You know what? I'd say go the extra mile. If you call it Baby Bird, whatever they order, the waiter has to come over and chew up and spit into their mouth.
Well, that's Mama Bird.
Yeah, but here at Baby Birds, all y'all are baby birds. We take care of you like Mama does. If you get cold, let me know. We won't turn down the temperature, but one of our wait staff will come over and sit on
you. If too many people touch you during the course of your meal, we will reject you and possibly eat you.
Also, we do have predators that come out and climb the restaurant for days.
And at some point, we will push you out of the nest.
It's a horrible world, but if you do get pushed, you will get 10% off a dessert. So enjoy your time here at Baby Birds. Would you like some bread? Butter? Jimmy, can we get the butter? Yes. More? No, that's plenty for me.
So we were pushed out of the nest. We'd like the strawberry cheesecake, please.
Oh, no problem. While you're waiting, would you like some water? Tim. Perfect. All right. I'll bring your check and we'll regurgitate anything you need into bags to go.
Strawberry cheesecake, please. Strawberry cheesecake.
All right. So looks like we get a little wounded bird here. He's flying in a circle because he either has a broken wing or a hemorrhaging brain. Either way, the dessert's on us. Have a great day.
I was pushed out of the nest. I want my strawberry cheesecake.
It'll happen. At Baby Birds, accidents happen. That's nature. Baby Birds, Darwinism at its best.
Right off the 17th.
Hell yeah.
That was
it's all about marketing.
It was a commercial.
Marketing. John, it's all marketing. We didn't have a lot of time for editing. But folks, you get what you pay for. And for $17.94, and every run that we get from the 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. slot is only $14.50. We're away with a steal, you guys. I think Baby Bird's is going to take off.
And that gentleman was told he does remember getting a free dessert.
First off, you got to tell them what you're getting. Then you got to tell them where it is. Then you got to give them the expectations, John. I think the big takeaways, they have great strawberry shortcake. Could I get smushed?
It's a shame we weren't able to show that footage because it's far too disturbing.
It's true. Get on the Patreon, get behind the paywall. You can see where that strawberry shortcake comes from.
And goes to. I think I'm going to go for a little bit more. But, oh yeah, no. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Burritos.
Yeah.
Gingy, you need to sleep, brother. Let's do a shot.
Yep.
And let's get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for sticking around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It gets fucking weird and fun. The later it gets, you know how it is. You know how this game is played. Y'all know what time it is. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers,
Bink,
buddy.
bink, bink.
Yeah. Share.
All right, y'all. What are you doing there?
I'm doing that, and
don't do that, John. You're going to give away the codes. Oh shit! Close your desktop. Oh yeah. All right, everybody. Cheers.